Genesis 3:3. U mipari ha'etz asher betoch hagan. Amar Elohim lo tochelu mimenu velo tiga'u bo pen tumutun. And this is the woman continuing in her answer to the serpent. But from the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, and here's the negative, you shall not eat from it. And, again a negative, and you shall not touch it. Otherwise, you will die. Now here we have a second person masculine plural imperfect verb. We have 3 of these forms. So this is the imperfect 2MP. And the first 2 have the negative, so these are commands. You shall not eat, you shall not touch, otherwise you shall die. And all 3 of these are in the kal, but each of them has weak letters, so that's why they look different. So this is, for this one, tiga'u, this is a pei nun, and so the nun has assimilated into the gimel. The tochelu, this is a pei aleph, and so this has that unusual distinction where the hola moves towards the beginning. And mut, this is a hollow, and so it normally, a hollow comes with either a yod or a vav as the ayin letter, and it usually collapses. That's why we call it hollow, because only the pei letter and the lamed letter remain. Now note the prefix min, and the nun has assimilated into the pei and from the fruit of the tree. And so this is very typical for the nun to assimilate. Here we have in the middle of the word, the middle of the sentence, we have the word min with a pronominal suffix. And in this case, it's the 3ms. Now, what's kind of interesting about the min, it not only doubles the meme, but when we have this look at the end, we have to decide, is this a 3ms? That is the nun, is the dagesh in the nun referring to a hey, right? Because a 3ms would have a hu ending stuck on it, or is it 1cp? That is it a nun with a nu? So, in other words, our normal pronouns, who is he, and anachnu is we. So what is it that's in this nun? And it can be either. And just like in this case, we're not usually messed up by the context. We can tell. And a very small interest here, but of interest. How did she know that God had said, do not, you may not eat from it? Well, the man must have told her because she wasn't there. But did she make up and do not touch it? Or when the man was explaining to her, do not eat of it, did she walk over to it and he said, don't touch it? We're not really sure who made up this, do not touch it. Was it the man or the woman? Well, we won't know that anytime soon.